This isn't just another video about empty nest syndrome. This is a self-talk workout. If you're here, it means you're ready to do more than just reflect on your feelings. This workout is for empty nesters who decide to feel better and want to shift their emotions, step by step, using better feeling thoughts and energy. The process is simple. Find the stage that resonates with you. If a stage feels too heavy, you can scroll forward to a higher vibe. It's all about moving yourself up from wherever you are to a lighter, more hopeful place. Let's begin. Sometimes the house feels too quiet. Every little sound, an old floorboard, the hum of the fridge, seems so much louder without them here. I pause outside their bedroom door, hand on the knob, remembering late-night talks, the rush of mornings, the laughter spilling out from behind these walls. Now it's just still. It's a gentle ache, not a wound, but a lingering bruise I notice at odd moments. I find old socks behind the couch and smile, then feel the sting of missing them all over again. Dinner is quieter. I make too much food and save leftovers, hoping maybe next weekend they'll drop by. Sometimes I catch myself listening for the sound of keys in the door, even when I know they're far away. They don't call as often as I'd like. Sorry, Mom, too busy. Or Dad, just one more class. Love you, gotta go. I get it. They're growing, living, chasing their dreams. That's what I wanted for them after all. Still, there's an ache where my daily routines used to be. A sense that my most important job has ended and I wasn't given a new one. Who am I now that I'm not needed every day? There's pride, yes, but there's also emptiness. I remind myself, it's normal to grieve, even good changes. Maybe this sadness is really care looking for a new direction. What if it's okay to feel lost for a while? What if, somewhere under this ache, a new story is waiting for me? Wouldn't it be nice if this space, these extra hours, this quiet, could become an invitation, not a punishment? Maybe there's room now for morning walks, coffee on the porch, finally reading that book I always put off. I can picture myself redecorating their room, not to erase them, but to give myself a fresh start. Maybe I could pick up an old hobby, join a class, call a friend I haven't seen in ages. What if these empty rooms could fill up with music, laughter, and even new dreams? I start to imagine holiday gatherings, everyone coming home, sharing stories, making new memories. There's a gentle hope that rises, soft but real. Maybe this ending is also a beginning. I can let myself believe that, just a little, today. If this ending is a beginning, then the beginning of what? I let that thought linger as I step back and take in the bigger picture of my life. The ache I feel now seems small when I look at the vast landscape of all I am, all I have lived, all I can still become. Parenting was a beautiful, meaningful chapter, a mission I took seriously, with care and effort. But that's not the whole story of me. I am not just someone who raised children. I am a whole universe, filled with memories, talents, curiosities, even mysteries I have yet to discover. My worth isn't measured by daily routines or by who depends on me. It's much deeper. The role of parent was one path, but my value isn't tied to any single mission. I was born to live, to feel good, to seek joy. And even if now feels uncertain, or there's grief in letting go, I know that isn't my full truth. Life is bigger than any one loss, bigger than any role. I am loved, not only by my children, but by life itself, by whatever I call divine. And if I'm honest, I want to learn what loving myself truly means. My life isn't finished, not by far. I can see now, with a quiet mind, that for many, this stage is the true beginning of adventures, new joys, new discoveries. So I am at peace, letting my kids go with love, wishing them all the best in their journey, and wishing the same for myself. I am ready to accept this moment, to feel my value, to trust life's wisdom. It's okay to move forward, calm and open, knowing my purpose was always more than a single chapter. This, too, belongs to me. I feel a lightness in the air, almost as if life is nudging me toward joy again. The quiet house now feels like an open canvas, full of new potential. I wake up in the morning and realize my time is finally my own. No schedules to juggle, no carpool lines. No last-minute school projects. I can start the day any way I choose, maybe with a long walk at sunrise, or just lingering over a hot cup of coffee. The kitchen is mine to experiment with. I can cook whatever I crave, or skip cooking altogether and try that new cafe down the street. Old hobbies call to me. Paintbrushes that have waited years, a dusty guitar, stacks of unread books, a garden that could finally bloom. There's space for spontaneous plans, weekend trips, visiting old friends, joining a class, picking up a sport or dance I once loved. I'm free to decorate, rearrange, or even reinvent my living space to reflect who I am now. The house that once felt empty begins to echo with music, laughter, and new experiences. Maybe even the clatter of grandkids one day, or gatherings with friends. It's thrilling to imagine where my interests might lead me next. Maybe I'll volunteer for a cause I care about, or travel to places I've only seen in magazines. Perhaps I'll finally write that story, start a blog, learn a language, or mentor someone just starting out. There's a spark inside me now, a sense that anything is possible. I see this stage not as an ending, but as the gateway to pleasures and dreams I once put aside. I am ready to meet life with curiosity and delight, knowing the best chapters can begin at any time. The thought excites me. I get to choose what comes next, and that feels truly joyful. As I lean into this new energy, I feel my confidence growing. Each time I say yes to something new, I prove to myself that I can adapt, learn, and enjoy. I realize now I don't have to ask anyone's permission to be happy. This is my time, and I dare to take it. I look back at all the challenges I've overcome, all the skills I've built, and it's clear I am resilient. Raising a family took creativity, strength, and heart. I carry those same qualities with me now. If I could handle the storms of parenting, I can handle the wide-open sky of possibility. I see myself trying new things, not because I must, but because I want to. If a little voice of doubt creeps in, I remind myself of every mountain I've already climbed. I believe in my capacity to create joy, friendship, adventure, and meaning on my own terms. Yes, I can step out of old patterns and let myself shine. Yes, I dare to laugh, to play, to learn new things, even to fail and try again. There's a strength inside me, ready to be used for my own dreams now. I begin to trust the flow of life, trusting myself to catch opportunities and savor good moments. It's not just hope anymore. It's real belief. I am capable of living fully, loving myself, and welcoming whatever comes next. Yes, I can. Yes, I dare. And yes, I believe in myself, maybe more than ever before. Now this is becoming fun. I never imagined being an empty nester could feel so liberating. Suddenly, the question isn't who am I without them? It's what kind of mischief can I get into now? I laugh at the old worries that I'd be lonely or lost. Turns out, I'm busier than ever. The living room has turned into my dance floor, the kitchen into my creative lab, and my weekends? Let's just say they're booked. Sometimes I think about my grown kids out there, probably missing my cooking, or my jokes, or maybe even me. Who's missing whom now? Maybe they're the ones texting, "Hey, don't forget about me," while I'm off exploring, making new friends, or even sleeping in without guilt. I joke to myself, maybe I should send them a calendar invite to catch up with me between my new hobbies and spontaneous adventures. And honestly, it feels good to know that I can miss them and still absolutely enjoy myself. Life feels lighter, brighter, and a whole lot more playful. I get to reinvent my days and maybe even surprise myself with how much I love it. Freedom isn't lonely, it's delicious. If this is what the next chapter looks like, I say bring it on. Because now I know I can love my family, miss the good old days, and still have the time of my life. Who's missing out now? Not me. If this workout helped you lift your spirits or see your next chapter in a brighter light, I'm glad you joined me. And if there's something else on your mind, another change, another emotion, or just something you'd like to feel better about, I'm here for that too. Reach out anytime. Let's find the next good feeling together.
To find a better feeling thought.